Hi, Rihanna. Let me just give you a couple suggestions about the nose for a more realistic drawing. So there are lines in the nose for sure. The edges here are definitely a line where that skin really sort of changes direction. But up through the bridge of your nose, you want that to happen more in shadow and not in a continuous line. Again, if you're looking for realism. So um, I suggest that you start with the round part of your nose and then work into the skin next to the nostrils. Decide how your nose is going to be because depending on the angle, you see more nostril. So, um, and then this part, the bridge into the eyebrow bone, that can all happen with some shadow and shading. So let me briefly show you some of that. And again, when you're thinking about the nose, so here's just a quick one to look at. The width of the nostrils is about the inside of the eye. And then for your mouth, the edge of your lips is about the middle of your eye, and then your neck is closer towards the edge of your eye, give or take. Okay, so again, with this nose, I am going to draw some line in it, but this line is really just happening with value. And this drawing was an example to help Imani think about pencil and the cross contour lines. So if it helps for you to look at that a little bit too. Okay, so I'm drawing from my point of view. I'm sort of thinking about this shape, the roundness of it, and how the line under the nose sort of dips down depending on the viewpoint, and then the nostrils are sort of next to that as almost like little raindrops. And then you've got this skin that comes around the nostrils and underneath. And you just want to be mindful. Sometimes this is a really straight line along the bottom of the nose. Sometimes it dips lower. Sometimes the skin on the side of the nose is rounder. Sometimes it's lower. So it's a good thing to spend some time looking at your nose as you draw it. And then here's sort of that top round part, and this would have a little bit more shadow through here because again, that's sort of where it changes direction. And then up into the bridge of the nose, I mean, I can lightly sketch those lines just to sort of help me with my placing of my eyebrows and sort of this width here, but this is really going to happen with shadow and how sort of gradual this is, how steep this is, where these curves are sort of happening. If you have a defined line for the nose, I think it's going to look a little bit less realistic than if you build up, for the bridge of the nose, than if you just sort of build it up with value. And again, letting those mark-making lines really create that shape in through the nose. And then up in here, again, these are my eyebrows. And then this darker value of my eyebrows will balance with this part of my nose here. And then all inside here would also be in shadow because the eyes, quick draw those in a little bit, the eyes are going to be inside. Okay, Rihanna, I hope that helps a little tiny bit with the nose and going from a line, which is really sort of what you have, into something that's defined less by line and more with value and shading as that sort of happens. And the cross contour happens throughout it as well, but if you're going with pencil, that happens more in the value. Okay. I hope that helps. It's a little tricky to see with the pencil. All the best.